Why don't seagulls fly over the bay? Because then they'd be called bagels. And this is Fantasy Quick Hits with Miles. This show is rapidly devolving into Old Man Yells at Clouds. I don't understand anything anymore. I'm just like, I tried to offer up a trade. I was going to trade A.J. Brown. I didn't even get the offer out. I said, hey, do you want A.J. Brown? I was going to get a first round. I wanted a first round pick and something else. The guy probably could bend me over the barrel. I'm just antsy to trade. And he was like, I have A.J. Brown in another league, and I really don't want to have him like too many of the same people. I'm like, you aren't willing to trade the number 5 wide receiver in our scoring. You're really not willing to trade for him? No, I just don't want too many of the same players. I'm like, I do not understand people. It's probably to my own benefit because I need players, and I'm like, I have the number 5 receiver. It's like I like to gamble. I'm a gambler, is what I've decided. And speaking of gambling, they know how I like to bet on myself, and sometimes it works out, a lot of times it doesn't. And there's something weird. I put out a short on YouTube, and like, it's just got a handful of views, like 28 views, but it's driven like the podcast downloads are up, and the YouTube views are up, and all it was is me just saying that Rorschach joke, and it's driving traffic to the podcast. I don't understand how any of this works. It's crazy. And then at work, like, I was like, kind of like, oh, I'm gonna get 40 hours this week, cool. And like, usually we work way over 40. I try to cap it at 50, but and we had 4 people quit last week, so I'm like back to like pushing that 50 hours. And I'm like, man, I got a wife, I got young kids, I want to do stuff with them, and just trying to keep on top of work, and everything's just in a turmoil this morning. But I just wanted to yell at clouds this morning. Ooh, no longer Fantasy Quick Hits. Old Man Yells at Clouds.com. Not really. Did you hear about the painter who was hospitalized? The doctors say it was due to too many strokes. Blech. Why are crabs so bad at sharing? Because they're shellfish. And that's been Fantasy Quick Hits with Miles.